Well, looks like Ubisoft is not planning to listen to gamers anytime soon. Star Wars Outlaws was a complete failure, couldn't even make money with a Star Wars game. They delayed their biggest game of the year, Assassin's Creed Shadows. They're changing Japanese history by claiming that Yasuke was a samurai when he wasn't, he was a retainer. And then they delayed the game because they knew that the game wasn't gonna sell well, because every single time people talked about this game, it was controversial. They were always disrespecting the Japanese culture in some way, whether it be changing their history or using Chinese environments and objects in a Japanese setting. And now they are basically saying they have no desire to listen to the gamers at all. We have a tweet here from Eurogamer, and it says, "It's time for us as creators to stand firm. Assassin's Creed boss discusses devastating impact of Shadows, diversity and inclusion backlash. What are you standing firm on? Failure? Defeat? Delay? Controversy? Nonsense? What is there to stand firm on? You haven't done anything good for this game. It's been controversial since the game was announced, since the first trailer came out. People were waiting forever to play an Assassin's Creed game in Japan. And this is what you do. And now you wish to stand firm on the terrible decisions you have made. Why? This company is falling apart. You need to get your act together yesterday. You already delayed the game. This was supposed to be your biggest game of the year, and it's been delayed to February 2025, and at the same time we're getting another Ghost of Tsushima game, which is actually faithful and accurate to Japanese culture and history, so you're gonna get embarrassed in 2025. So I'm thinking, what was even the point of being delayed if you had another samurai game as your main competition? I don't see this game being successful when it comes out next year. So it's like, what was even the point, because it's still gonna be a failure, and now you have to spend more money because you delayed the game. You need to listen to the gamers, and you need to listen now. If you had any common sense, which I don't think you're gonna change the character, that's basically what I was going to suggest. Change the main character. I don't know why we need two main characters. I prefer to just have one, but whatever, you had to get a women playable character in there, because why not? Because modern day gaming, whatever. But you're not gonna do that because you will piss off the audience that you are pandering to, and it's already too late. They already made the whole game, at least most of the game. They're probably just gonna fix a bunch of bugs in the delay time. You're not gonna change the whole story. Probably they fix some of the inaccuracies in environments and objects, but you're not going to do that much. And this is not going to make gamers want to buy your game, and that is what this reply is saying here. Keep standing firm and losing more money. Gamers are not obligated to suffer through Western slop. The East knows what's up. Exactly, the Eastern developers are destroying the Western developers. They actually focus on gameplay and not politics. They focus on attractive characters and not make their women ugly like the Western developers are. Whether it be the Japanese or the Koreans, they know what gamers want, and gamers want good gameplay, attractive, interesting characters, and a great art style instead of this ugly Unreal Engine realism. And to be more specific about what that comment was talking about, I think you mean Western AAA slop, because I play plenty of indie games that give gamers what they want, those things that I named. Gameplay, art style, great characters. But you're not getting that from the big companies, only the small ones and only the Eastern developers as well. And since the Westerners aren't giving us that, they're going to lose money and eventually go under. And that's what this reply is saying here. It's time to go bankrupt. Exactly. I hope that happens, because they haven't made a good game in what, like a decade? The last good game they made was like Assassin's Creed 4, Far Cry 4, and I can't think of anything else. Far Cry 5 and 6 were trash. 5 is the worst. Assassin's Creed is just the same bloated nonsense. All their games are the same bloated nonsense. Beyond Good and Evil 2 is never ever coming out. I don't know why this industry continues to announce games way too soon. That game is never coming out. It feels like a decade ago they announced they were doing another Beyond Good and Evil. They're never gonna do another Rayman game. Rayman is how I got introduced to Ubisoft as a kid. They're not doing that. What do you even have? And now you having failure after failure with games like Skull and Bones, Star Wars Outlaws, and potentially Assassin's Creed Shadows when it comes out next year. So what you need to do to avoid that is get rid of all the DEI nonsense out of your company, and that's what this reply is saying. Keep standing firm as studios close from DEI being rejected by the audience. It's the smart business move, obviously being sarcastic. Who would have thought? Not giving people a Japanese male protagonist in a Japanese setting set in feudal Japan was not the best idea, and hiring people who are unqualified was not the best idea, and working with with people who are terrible at writing, people at Sweet Baby Inc. was a terrible idea. But all this industry does is terrible ideas, and they wonder why they keep losing money. I do not feel sorry for any of you companies. You guys are slop. You guys are trash. You don't make good games anymore. So nobody should buy your games, and nobody should feel bad for you if you have to lay off a lot of your employees. I'm hoping you do. I'm hoping when this game comes out and it does not do well, you get hundreds of layoffs, because you do not deserve a job if you cannot do a good job. And claiming you're gonna stand firm against all the backlash against you and your company and your game is not the best idea, because you are picking a fight with your audience. And that's exactly what this reply is saying here. I don't know why companies think that their customers are their enemies. Gamers are giving feedback on what they want to give them money. Why do they take that as a sign of war? Business is much simpler when your job is about selling something people want, because they're stupid, because they hate gamers, and they hate that the people that like their game, or the people that maybe the potential customers may disagree with them when it comes to politics, when your personal politics should not even be part of the game. Your opinions on whatever topic and what side you are on, whether it be left or right, should not even be a factor in your game development. But these people can't help themselves. They hate everyone that disagree with them on topics that's not even related to gaming in general. So that is why they pick a fight, because they put politics over profit, which is the dumbest thing you can do in business. Real businessmen do not care about politics. Do your job, make a good product, and you will make money. I don't know why that is so hard for game developers to understand. Not even just gaming. This is happening in every industry in America. Stop alienating your audience, go back to making good products, and you will make money. You will make all the money, because people want to give you money to have their favorite product, whether it be something they buy every day, whether it be their favorite character, their favorite video game, their favorite movie franchise, whatever. People want to give you money, but we're not going to if your product is trash, if you ruined it and you're being disrespectful. But it seems like Ubisoft will never understand that. That's why they're going to continue to fall apart. So you can stand firm all you want. You're going to lose money, and you're going to possibly be bought out or go bankrupt, because you guys are having a lot of money troubles, and gamers are sick of you. And I don't have much else to say. I don't want to keep repeating myself. So Ubisoft and Assassin's Creed Shadows, go fuck yourself.